So hello my dear students, today we are going to see few more properties of divisibility. So here we are going to prove an interesting property. If A is dividing B and A is dividing C, then A also divides B plus C and A also divides B minus C. So if I want to give one example, let us think about 2, right? So 2 divides 6 is there, 2 divides 10 is there. So 2 is also going to divide what? The addition of 6 and 10, that is what? 16, isn't it? And 2 will also divide their subtraction, 6 minus 10 or 10 minus 6, whatever. You can see 2 is dividing 4 also. So this is the meaning of this property, and property is very interesting and useful in proving many theorems. So first of all, what I will say is, I will say let A divides B and A divides C. Now since A is dividing B, therefore what can you say? Therefore B will be equal to AK1 and C will be equal to AK2 for some K1 K2 belonging to Z. So we have to prove two things. The first one is A divides B plus C, and the second one is we have to prove A divides B minus C. Now in order to prove A divides B plus C, what we have to prove? B plus C is equal to A multiplied by some integer. I hope you remember the definition of divisibility. A divides B if and only if what? B is equal to AK for some K belonging to Z. Right? This is the definition. And in order to prove A divides B minus C, that is nothing but what? That is B minus C is equal to A multiplied by some integer. That is what we have to prove. So first of all, we'll go for A divides B plus C, and then later on we'll go for A divides B minus C. So I'll call it as some star. So now in order to prove A divides B plus C, we are supposed to prove this. Now just simply observe our left hand side. Left hand side is nothing but B plus C, and on the right hand side we have to prove that it is a multiple of A. So simply I will consider the left hand side. So I'll say consider LHS. Now what is our LHS? That is B plus C. Now we are already having the value of B and C which can be used. So B is nothing but AK1 plus C is nothing but AK2, and this is used from star. Which is further equal to A can be taken out. So what is left out inside? That is K1 plus K2, and you can call it as some K3, where K3 is equal to K1 plus K2 belongs to Z, and therefore I will say A divides B plus C, and that is what we wanted to prove. Or I will increase one more step. This is nothing but RHS, and therefore A divides what? B plus C, and that is what we wanted to prove. So second part I leave it to you for homework, that can be done by you. So second part is for homework. You can send me the solution on WhatsApp. Now let us prove something stronger. So in this result we have proved that I will just use the different notations. So if C is dividing A and if C is dividing B, then we have proved that C divides A plus B and C divides A minus B. But we are going to see some stronger result now. So the stronger result is, if C is dividing A and if C is dividing B, you can see it here. If C is dividing A and C is dividing B, then C divides MA plus NB for all M comma N belonging to Z. So what is the meaning of it? So if we are having C divides A and C divides B, then we can see that C also divides 2A plus 3B. You can attach any integer to this A and you can attach over here any integer to this B. Still it is going to hold. So any integer, in the sense, in general we are calling it as M and N respectively. I hope you are getting my point. So you can say C will also divide some 100A and minus maybe, because I will take now the coefficient of b to be some minus 287b, right? So this will also happen. C is also going to divide 100a minus 287b by taking the value of m as 100 and value of n as minus 287. So this is the meaning, and the proof is similar. There is nothing special about the proof. You can prove it actually, but still we will prove it over here, doesn't matter. One can easily prove it on your own also, because the proof is similar as the last result which we have seen. So just I will write here, let C divides A and C divides B, and what we have to prove? To prove C divides MA plus NB for all m comma n belonging to Z. So that is nothing but what? C divides MA plus NB means what? We have to prove MA plus NB is equal to C multiplied by some integer. Okay, but note what is given to us. Since C is dividing A and C is dividing B, so since C is dividing A and C is dividing B, therefore what can we say? Therefore A will be equal to some CK1 and B will be equal to some CK2 for some K1 K2 belonging to Z. Now in order to prove MA plus NB is equal to this C multiplied by some integer, I will consider the left hand side. So I will say consider LHS, that is MA plus NB. Now just put the values of A and B and you are through. So M multiplied by, what is my A? It is CK1 plus, and what is my B? CK2, which is equal to, you can take that C out, which is MK1 plus NK2, and which is further equal to what? C multiplied by K4, and therefore C is dividing MA plus NB. Okay, where what is our K4? Where our K4 is MK1 plus NK2, and which belongs to what? Z. And you can write here which is nothing but RHS, and therefore C is dividing MA plus NB. Now we will go for the next property. Yeah, now we are going to prove an interesting result. So if AB belongs to Z such that A is dividing B and B is non-zero, then we are going to prove that this mod A is less equal mod B. I hope you are familiar with the mod concept. So what is modulus? So if you take mod of 5, then it will be 5, and if you take mod of minus 10, then it is going to be 10. Means modulus of negative number is also a positive one. I mean in general it is mod of B is equal to B if B is greater than 0, and mod of B is equal to minus B if B is less than 0. Actually this is the definition of mod function. So you'll wonder how we are having this minus sign. See, if B is less than 0 means what? I am taking my value of B to be minus 10, isn't it? So according to the formula, this mod B is nothing but what? Minus times B. But what is my value of B? It is minus 10. So if you put B is equal to minus 10, what you are going to get? Mod of minus 10 will be equal to minus of minus 10, and which is nothing but 10. Now you can see this one and this one is exactly the same. So first of all, I'll write down the given things. I'll say let AB belongs to Z such that A divides B. So therefore B will be equal to what? AK1 for some K1 belonging to Z. Since B is non-zero, what can you say about the right hand side? Now you can see the left hand side is 0 actually of this equation. So therefore what can you say about right hand side? It should be also non-zero. Therefore this AK1 is also non-zero. Now since this AK1 is non-zero, what can you say about A and K1? This A and K1 both should be non-zero only. कारण की त्यातला एक जरी 0 आला, then this value of a k1 will be 0, isn't it? So therefore both a and k1 should be non-zero. So this implies a should be non-zero as well as, and k1 should be what? Non-zero. Now since k1 is non-zero, so we are interested in k1 actually. So since k1 is non-zero, what can you say about mod k1? Therefore what can you say about mod k1? So if you take any non-zero value, for example if I take 10, 20, 30, okay, minus 51 or minus 11, so my point is, if you take modulus of them, what it is going to be? This is 11, modulus of 10 will be 10, modulus of 20 will be 20, and modulus of 30 will be 30. So when is modulus 0 actually? So mod is 0 if the number is 0 itself, isn't it? So if you talk about mod of 0 will be what? 0. Now since the number is non-zero, so number can be anything. So if you think about set of integers, so how are they? 0, then on the right hand side 1, 2, 3 and so on. On the negative side -1, -2, -3 and so on. Now since the number is non-zero, means this case has been rolled out, right? So values of k1 means the possibility of k1 will be what? आता k1 non-zero आहे याचा अर्थ काय? k1 एक तर 1 असू शकतो, 2 असू शकतो, 3 असू शकतो आणि सो ऑन, आणि किंवा तो -1, -2 आणि -3 काही असू शकतो, फक्त तो 0 नाहीये एवढं आपल्याला माहिती आहे. मग त्याच्या मॉड्युलस बद्दल आपण काय म्हणू शकतो? एक तर त्याचा मॉड्युलस 1 असेल, 2 असेल, 3 असेल आणि सो ऑन. सो माय पॉइंट इज दिस मॉड्युलस इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी ग्रेटर इक्वल 1 multiply by mod a on both sides. Therefore mod a multiplied by mod k1 will be greater equal mod a. Therefore simple properties of mod, this will be mod a k1 will be greater equal mod a, but a k1 is nothing but b, therefore mod b is greater equal mod a, and that is nothing but what? Mod a is less equal mod b, and that is what we wanted to prove, isn't it? Mod a is less equal mod b. Now what is the logic behind it? Try to understand this property. We have proved it, but what is the meaning? So the meaning is, ज्या नंबरने आपण भाग देत असतो त्याचा मॉड्युलस कायम कमी असतो. I mean 2 divides 6 is there, you can see this 2 is always less than this 6. Now 6 is dividing 12, so 6 is less than 12. ओके, म्हणजे ज्या नंबरने आपण भाग देत असतो त्याचा मॉड्युलस कायम कमी असतो कुणापेक्षा? ज्या नंबरला आपण भाग देतोय त्या नंबरपेक्षा. ज्याने भाग देतोय तो कायम कमी असतो कुणापेक्षा? ज्याला आपण भाग देतोय. सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस प्रॉपर्टी. सो विल स्टॉप हियर फॉर टुडे, and in the next class we are going to start with a very important theorem, that is division algorithm. So thank you, have a good day.